Have you ever prayed and felt nothing, like your words were just vanishing into the air, unanswered, unseen, unheard? It's in these quiet moments, sitting alone as the world slowly wakes, that the silence can feel the heaviest. A space where you pour out your heart only to be met with what feels like an echo of your own voice. You wonder, is anyone even listening? If you're in a season of waiting, wondering where the answer is, or just needing a sign that you're not alone, then this prayer might be for you. There was once a woman named Mara. She lived a simple life, filled with quiet routines and one constant, unwavering prayer. Every single morning, before the sun even thought about rising, she would find her quiet corner. With the first hints of dawn painting the sky, she would whisper the same words, a plea that had become the rhythm of her heart. Lord, please heal my son. For years, this was her ritual. Through changing seasons, through moments of despair and flickers of hope, her prayer remained the same. She prayed with a faith that could move mountains, yet the mountain before her stood unmoved. Her son, a gentle soul, remained frail. The nights were the hardest. She'd sit by his bedside, the flickering candlelight casting long shadows on the walls, her tears tracing silent paths down her face. She would read from her worn-out Bible, its pages filled with promises of healing and miracles, and wonder when her promise would arrive. Each night would slowly surrender to morning, bringing with it a new day, but no new answer. One morning the silence felt particularly loud. She looked out the window, the soft grey light of dawn filling the room, and whispered into the stillness, God, why are you so silent? I've been calling, I've been waiting, don't you hear me? In that moment, there was no booming voice from the heavens, no sudden flash of divine light, no immediate miraculous healing. There was just silence. But it was a different kind of silence. It wasn't empty, it was full, it wasn't cold, it was comforting. As she sat there, a profound sense of peace washed over her, a peace she hadn't felt in years of wrestling and striving. It was a peace that settled deep in her soul. Untangling the knots of anxiety and fear, she realized the miracle wasn't in the thunderous answer she had been demanding, but in the quiet strength she was being given to endure. The silence wasn't God's absence. It was His presence in a way she hadn't recognized. It was the calm in the storm, the steady hand holding hers in the dark. As the first rays of sunlight finally broke through the window, they fell across her son's face. He stirred and looked at her, a small, peaceful smile on his lips. And in that moment, Mara smiled back. She understood. The silence wasn't a no. It was a not yet. It was a lesson in trust. It was an invitation to find rest in the waiting. And she knew, with a certainty that resonated deeper than any spoken word, that God was still at work. Silence doesn't mean absence. It often means something deeper is being prepared. Let's pray together now. Lord, for every heart listening right now, for every soul that feels lost in the echo of their own prayers, remind them that you have never stopped listening. Your ears are not deaf to their cries, and your heart is not indifferent to their pain. You hear every word, spoken and unspoken. You see every tear shed in the light and in the darkness. Even when the answers don't come in the way we expect, even when the nights feel impossibly long and the dawn seems a lifetime away, you are there. You are the constant presence in our ever-changing circumstances. Teach us, Father, to rest instead of wrestle. Teach us to find our peace, not in the resolution we seek, but in the certainty of your presence. Help us to release our grip on our own timelines and our own desired outcomes. Teach us to wait instead of worry, to trust your perfect timing, knowing that you are orchestrating everything for our ultimate good and your glory. Quiet the anxious thoughts that scream louder than our faith. Still the restless spirit that refuses to be calm. Lord, in the quiet of this moment, would you whisper to each and every person listening, it's on the way. Let that promise sink deep into their spirit. A promise of healing, a promise of breakthrough, a promise of restoration, a promise of peace. Remind them that the work you do in the waiting is just as important as the miracle they are waiting for. You are strengthening their faith, building their endurance, and shaping their character to receive the blessing that is coming. In the stillness, in the silence, you are still speaking. You are speaking love, you are speaking hope, you are speaking life. Help us to tune our ears to your gentle voice, to find your guidance, not in the whirlwind or the fire, but in the still small whisper that assures us we are seen, we are loved, and we are not forgotten. Let the sunrise that is breaking through the clouds right now be a symbol of your faithfulness. Just as the sun rises without fail, so does your mercy. Your timing is perfect, and your promises are true. Thank you for being a God who hears. Thank you for being a God who stays, and thank you for the miracles that are already on their way. If this prayer touched your heart tonight, let us know by leaving a crescent moon emoji in the comments below. It's a small symbol that we are all waiting under the same sky, trusting in the same faithful God. Remember, even when you don't hear him, he still hears you. Thank you for joining us in this moment of reflection. If you'd like more moments of peace and prayer like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, pray, believe, and prepare to receive.